people like Planned Parenthood boasted that they had a bonanza of donations after Roe fell, which you can understand, but that has pretty much dried up, and they are scratching for money. It's hard to sell people on killing unborn babies. We knew there would be an upheaval. Abortion is one of Satan's most prized tools to drag souls away from Jesus. And so we have seen demonic warfare, spiritual warfare since then. And what we struggle most against the other side is their well-funded money. Buffett and others who are pouring tens of millions of dollars into abortion on demand, and the deceit of the other side. They're taking their money and pumping it into states, saying that women will not have medical treatment related to pregnancy if we do not legalize abortion. And that's patently false. But that's just one of the many lies that they're trying to frighten women and others into saying we have to have abortion so that women can be safe. But if you look at Texas, for instance, their maternal health went up after the Dobbs decision, and they enacted pro-life legislation protecting unborn babies. Maternal mortality went down, and their health went up. And that will happen nationwide. It's happened in other countries like Poland, Malta, wherever the unborn are protected. Women do better.
Brad Mattis of Life Issues Institute joining us today. It is the National Religious Broadcasters Convention 2025 in Dallas. And Brad, you really were talking a few moments ago about the narrative that is out there. And it seems to me that the focus has been taken off the unborn child. And this is obviously by design. And it's all about bodily autonomy. It's all about the so-called woman's right to choose. We really can't talk about the child, and that's where, obviously, that's where our advantage is.
Yes,
in
indeed.
this spiritual war, is to really talk about the life of an unborn child in the womb.
Yeah.
But yet, those that favor abortion, they're trying to, well, distract and deceive.
Yes.
And unfortunately, they have a lot of money to carry out that narrative.
Yeah.
And we've seen that these ballot measures, fortunately, there was a little bit of a shift in the 2024 election. You had some states that turned back these amendments to the constitutions that would actually prevent or that would actually allow abortion for all 9 months of pregnancy. So that's a good step forward. So obviously truth wins. We know that. But looking in this world where we see so much money being contributed to carrying out a narrative, how can we be more effective in telling the truth?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. We can be more effective in getting educated. For instance, our website at lifeissues.org, you can find a wealth of information, and then we have to share that with others. If there's a state referendum in your state, you need to make sure that your church is activated so that every member understands the impact of that and any pro-abortion legislation that's being proposed in your state. If you are educated and you share that information with others, if the Christian church rises up, gets involved, and activates their members, we can have the momentum in any undertaking, in any political field.